Hey everyone, Skillsy Shooter here, coming at you with episode 18 of QuadFeed. We're now legal. Ron, commence fucking the podcast. It's now legal.
Sweet.
That's all Ron has to offer. Aside from eating right at the very beginning of every single podcast. Okay.
I'm usually hungry at the beginning.
Blame
We're
Chris.
18, cool, we can drink
Blame Chris.
legally.
Blame Chris. He wants 8 o'clock shows. So yes,
Sorry.
show 18, we are here, and as you can probably hear and see, got my boys here as usual. It's been a frantic week in the gaming universe. Titanfall 1 week on, and all the different releases that have happened over the last few days. I will say hello to the lads. Benny, how are we, sir?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
That's good. That's good.
Heroes of the Storm, what's that in reference to? I feel I have to ask these questions each and every week.
Good. That's the new Blizzard game, which I cannot wait for. That's their new MOBA. So it's kind of like Dota 2, League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks freaking awesome. And I really want to get into the beta, but only a few people are playing it at the moment. So,
Four
that'll be
other
really
people.
cool. Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's the trailer that I've seen that it does look quite epic, and I suppose if I was to go on the trailer alone, it probably would do its best to convert me into becoming a player. But it looks pretty sweet. I don't know. I don't think I can make that jump. I really don't.
Well, I've tried it a couple of times and I got burnt out pretty quick, but being a Blizzard game, it should be really good. So, and the gameplay footage I've seen on it looks like a lot of fun, so I really, really want to play it. So I'm trying to find a key somewhere.
Similar to Dota in the playstyle?
Yep.
Cool.
I look forward to your review.
Thank you.
Christoph, g'day mate.
Yes. Hello, how are you?
Quick question, have you killed a pilot yet?
I have.
You have.
I have.
Just
No,
one, right?
How has your experience been the last week? Have you
What level are you?
yeah, that's probably a more pertinent question. What level are you?
I think I'm about level 5.
Dude.
My spatial awareness seems to be terrible. Every time I take somebody out, like there's 2 other people on either side of me taking me out.
Do you know where you are right now? I'm on a road, looks to be asphalt. I'm directly under the Earth's sun now. Sorry, level 5 equates to about half an hour's worth of playing. Ben and I were playing the other night on PC, and each
We
of
were
us,
fucking caning
we
it.
smashed it. And even though we were losing quite rapidly each and every game, we were able to, rank up 10 levels apiece.
Yeah, in a very short amount of time
In
as
a
well.
very short amount of time. Challenges come out
You
the
guys were
ass.
getting kills though, weren't you?
Well, I think that is probably a major component to it. Yes, you do raise a valid point. Yeah, I think I've got. I had a game the other day that had like 26,000 challenge XP. I just knocked over some of these real high value
Yeah.
XP games.
That's a great feeling.
I was going to screenshot it and send it to you, but yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
stick with
I
it,
can't
Chris.
commit
I have faith in you, mate. As part of
We
this
might get double.
podcast.
Yeah, we might get double digits by next week.
Double digits.
maybe. I was going to say, I do like the added animation of when somebody snaps your neck, your screen spins around, and you can see the person's face mask.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you been seeing that a lot,
Probably
or?
wouldn't have seen that because somebody wouldn't have got up behind you to do that to you.
So I sense that you've been seeing that quite a lot. You've been seeing your
Face.
you've been seeing your own ass in more than one occasion. Looking down and seeing perfect bum cheeks. Because I know you're choosing those female pilots. I just know it.
Oh, we wouldn't.
I do.
Yeah, I mix it up. I have some for... In some strange way, it almost feels like It almost feels like if I need a quicker character, I'm going to choose the chick.
Yeah.
She seems a bit more nimble. I don't know.
5% less shadow space. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I think
it's,
maybe
it's a perk.
maybe they'll be less reluctant to kill me because I'm kind of hot and look good in a pair of tight pants or whatever. I don't know. It's all part of the mental game you got to play when you play Titanfall.
This Titan make my bum look big.
Yeah. Does this jetpack make my bum look big? G'day, Ron.
Hi.
What's it doing?
I actually did get Titanfall, and I have checked it out.
Good man.
Oh.
And,
cool.
Yeah, when you mentioned Chris's...
You up to level 6?
Gotten 5 levels up or something. No offense, Chris. No offense. Like, I had an hour and a half to play because my brother was kicking me out of his place, and I'm just like, oh, shit. All right, focus. I got up to, like, level 10 to 15, somewhere in there.
Ouch.
And I just had an hour and a half, and I'm like, fuck, I'll just keep going. But, like, I really enjoyed it. And that walkthrough right at the start, the training levels,
Yep.
that's really cool. And they're only training levels. And everything actually came together a lot easier than I thought it would. Like wall running and the jetpacks and like I still don't know how to jump on the back of a Titan and
You just do
Just
it.
jump on it.
Just jump.
I tried, and then I would land near their legs. Like I'd be on a building, the dude would run like run in front of me, and he'd just turn around, he'd be shooting at something else, and I'd jump on him, and I don't know if I press something or if I just miss or if he turned, but I would land right next to his legs, and I'd be like, oh fuck it, and then just keep
Trampled.
shooting and climb up again. But I was getting the
You
hang
can
of
climb
it. Really
up from
quick.
the legs though.
Hmm?
I think you press X when you need the legs so you can jump on it.
Oh really?
Well, yeah, it's just a double jump. You don't need a building. Far from it.
That's
You don't
it.
need a building. It just makes it a bit trickier if you're not coming at it from a good sort of vantage point. Just a double jump away. You are but a double jump away from taking down from rodeoing your first Titan.
And it really embarrassing me. Only just today, after a week of playing, I only just found out that you can actually like hang on the wall, like in one spot. Did you know that?
I have done that probably, you know what, and I've actually recorded probably close to 90% of every bit of Titanfall gameplay since release on my Elgato. So I could probably find a gameplay where I've gone to do a wall run and then sense someone's either chasing me and I just hit the brakes, do a wall hang, they fly right past me, almost like Top Gun. When I hit the brakes, he'll fly right by. And just shot someone in the back, and I tell you what, there's no greater feeling because I think there's I mentioned it last week. There's a fly swatter challenge reward, which is you sort of knocking off people, or killing people when they're on the wall. So I've used it quite a bit, and there's been a couple of videos I've seen on YouTube which have actually come about to suggest alternate controller configurations as well. There's, I think IGN said to change your configuration to left button is your jump instead of using A, because that means you don't have to take your right thumb off the thumbstick, so you can keep shooting whilst you're wall running and jumping and all that sort of stuff. And that makes sense, but I think it's just a case of adopting it early so that you don't get too used to your current sort of configuration of the A's jump and whatnot sort of thing. So I'm yet to try that out, but we'll see. But yeah, wall hangers, it's so underrated.
Yeah.
Because you'll come through a doorway, jump.
I've never seen any.
hang.
I've never seen anyone else do it. I mean, I'm level 48 now, and I only just figured out that I could do it, and it was only by accident.
Damn, son, you're going hard.
Yeah, I'd be Gen 2 if I didn't have all my freaking uni work this week. I'd be like flat out, but yeah, I've been caning it. I completely decked out the shotgun too, as in every single achievement to get for it, and I thought it'd unlock something, but nothing, which is so annoying. Nothing.
I did actually think that I would be more sort of shotgun inclined in this game, being so close quarters and stuff, but
Yeah, I found it really hard to use the shotgun.
yeah, it's a bit hit and miss. I mean, I don't know.
I fucking love it. It's so overpowered. It's ridiculous, that thing. So overpowered.
Well, there was a patch that happened a couple of days ago. I think it might have even been yesterday, actually.
Yesterday, yeah.
There's some of
But
them.
it did It didn't change anything with the shotgun.
Not on that. No, they nerfed the smart pistol a bit if it doesn't lock on.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, the smart pistol is the coolest thing ever.
It's for like people that can't play. I hate it so much because they're right behind you, and you'll see like in the kill thing where you're running and they've been behind you for like 10 seconds locking on. It's like, are you serious? Like you could have shot me over and over and you would have killed me, but you have to do the little lock thing because you can't
could have built a gun and shot me with it in the time it took for you to lock on. I'm shuddering at the thought of, when I need to get footage for my smart pistol, weapon breakdown, which is, will be coming in forthcoming weeks, upcoming weeks rather. I shudder to think, the comments or the yells that are just going to be yelled at a screen saying, you fucking look at you, you're like 40, level 40, or I'll probably be Gen 2 by then. It'd be like, what are you doing with a smart pistol, you fucking scrub, So, apologies to anyone that I come up against in the Australian servers that might be listening to this, of course. Yeah.
But the Aussie servers are great too. Like, they were down last night and had to go to the East Asia one, and it was just like noticeable difference when then I changed back to the Australian one, and it was just so much better hit recognition and everything. So
I was having issues yesterday.
So good. Yeah. Everyone was.
Yeah. Although Corthal, shout out to Corthal, he's got some news apparently on the Overindulgence podcast that I'm eager to know about. Something about the podcast turf war. It's going to apparently be a game changer. Anyway, I digress. He was waiting in the lobby, so it sounds like it only affected a range of people, but he might have been playing on PC, and I was affected on PC and Xbox, so I didn't know whether or not it was something to do with my area or like you said, Optus customers, but I'm an IINet customer, so I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
And I played with Barjo as well the other day, just randomly. Like, what are the chances of that? I even took a screenshot of it. Yeah. I'm just in the lobby, and he just pops up, and it's like, are you kidding me? So I took like a photo, and it's definitely him because I know his Origin account username, and it's the same one.
We played against him in Battlefield.
Quite stalkerish, Benny. Quite stalkerish.
Well, I only know because we played in the Good Game server with Battlefield, and that's how. We played with Goose and Barjo and all the other people and stuff like that. So that's the only way I knew that it was him. So
not to exclude Chris or Ron or anything, but I think based on us going to the Titanfall event, we've been put on some special server where only personalities and people who have hugged said personalities get to play in that server. So I don't get to make the rules. I'm sorry, but for fuck's sake,
only people who have where they've been touched use that hand immediately to masturbate themselves with are only invited to that server too.
Pretty much.
That'd be you too, Benny.
We had to submit a DNA swab sample just to get part of that server. So hey, don't shoot the messenger. I just want to play games. I like games.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. All right.
Hate the game, buddy. Hate the game.
I'm not hating anybody.
But I'm having so much fun with it. Like, I'm loving it.
It's great, isn't it?
To recap, it's great. I hope I should have made some notes on it, but there was a couple of things which I kind of hope they change. The unlocks. So when you unlock all the challenges for a gun, you actually get something. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be nice.
You can rename your pilots just instead of custom pilot 1. That's really annoying. And there's a couple of other things which I have completely forgotten.
And just more slots. 5.
Basically, you want more Call of Duty things.
Yeah, well,
I guess so. It was just annoying because to unlock the shotgun took a while. Because even just the one where you have to use it for 3 hours, that doesn't sound that long. But a match only goes for 10 minutes. So that 3 hours broken down into 10-minute slots sort of thing
18
takes
games.
a while. It can take a bit. Anyway, but
no, but that's just part and parcel of if you've got the ability to customize your loadout, surely the last piece in the puzzle is customizing the name of that loadout so that you can refer to it. That's just that actually
no clan.
That worked its way into the cons column of an upcoming review. I mean, I'm struggling with the validity of a Titanfall review on my channel. A week after the game's launch, but I guess that's just what'll come or what won't come. But yeah, that did work its way into the con column.
And no clan tags either.
Clan tags, yeah. There was that. There was game modes. I think they're going to be releasing more game modes in upcoming DLC. It's either DLC or just as part of a patch.
But the other game modes in there, no one plays anyway. I can only do attrition and maybe hardpoint. That's about it.
Yeah.
Especially on the Australian servers. I don't know what it's like in the US or elsewhere, but in Australia, people are only playing attrition. So if you have a look at my profile, it's like 95% attrition. That's it. Just because I can't play the other ones in that big pie graph thing, it's like, all attrition.
The only hard point that I've played has been part of the campaign, and that's about it.
Yeah.
By the way, it's interesting seeing how the campaign has, it's basically multiplayer, but seeing how that's going along, just kind of like dropping you in with just, that much of a story. It's like, well, this happened. I'm like, what? Wait, hold on. Okay, that... Who was that guy again? And then boom, you've been dropped in. It's like, you're
when I was watching
ready
that,
for Titanfall. I'm like, sure, why not? And so I've only played maybe 9 or 10 games, something like that. But I didn't have much time. But if that was the story,
It's basically a 3-hour story. No, it's a 4-hour story because playing both halves of different factions roughly took. And I finished the militia side of the campaign just today. It took 1 hour and 51, and the first half of the game took around about 2 hours as well. So you can knock over both sides of the campaign in roughly 4 hours. And yeah, the results don't even matter. It's like there's a refueling mission. And it's like even if you lose that mission or you get defeated, you've still got enough fuel apparently for the next month. So the results are completely arbitrary, and you don't even need to worry about it. It's just a vehicle to get you, or an explanation to say, hey, this is the reason why you've just been dropped in this war zone. Do what you can, and at the end of it, you can come out on top, or you can get killed. Completely up to you.
And I have no problems with that.
You do need to play the campaign, both factions, in order to unlock the Strider and Ogre for the multiplayer. So if you're going to play the games anyway,
awesome.
You might as well do it. Ogre's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. So much shields. I've just used that one now. I don't use the other ones. Just so it's slow, but it's so strong. And then I use the quad rockets with the extended mag, and then the lock-on rockets as well. Sweet.
I thought I was using the Strider more.
Shield which you put on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is good. So you can shoot while you're being protected. So you can shoot out of it, but they can't shoot in. So
I think that's pretty cool.
Handy.
Yeah. The shield equivalent of an anus.
Yeah.
Stuff goes out, but stuff can't go in. I suppose stuff could go in, but
it wets out after a while.
My shields don't go down.
Then everything does come through. So.
Yeah, and it hurts sitting down for a while.
Yeah. Well, this is the 18th episode, so I figured we could do some 18-related content. Who wants a topic?
We didn't do that before. Not at all.
Oh, not at all. First 17 shows are completely PG.
Not once. All PG-13, all that shit.
Oh, and just quickly, while we're on the topic of Titanfall, there's going to be 4K resolution support on PC soon.
Snap.
Ooh.
Boom.
We'll just have to get a 4K screen.
Awesome. Yeah,
One's like exactly. 4K? What?
I don't even give a shit.
That's twice as good as 2K. 2K13. I didn't give you guys a heads up on topics or anything like that, and I feel that some of the Titanfall topics probably could lead to a segue about EA being in the running for being the worst company. Is it in the world or in North America? I really don't know.
I think it's in the world.
The world.
North America.
You need Jeremy Clarkson to announce that shit.
In the world.
But you were mentioning, Ben, about astroturfing and all these fake accounts being sort of made to make sure they hold that title for a third year running.
Yeah. See, I'm on Reddit a lot. You guys don't use Reddit. It's bigger in the US than it is Australia, but once you get into it, it's really good.
I'm getting into it. I
Yeah.
do largely hang around gaming Reddit, but
Yeah.
and PKA and all that sort of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, so the games r/games or /gaming, whatever, those sort of things, there's basically fake accounts which have been made from like over a year ago, but are just being parked there and sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically whenever EA want to make, like a little bit of good publicity for themselves, that little account will be woken up and it'll post like a link saying, oh, they've just gone ahead and done this sort of thing, like how awesome, faith in EA restored or whatever. And then you have a look at all the other posts they've done, and they either haven't posted anything at all or just positive EA stuff, and it's like, it's so obvious. And then everyone just found out about it, called them out, and it's like, you guys are just... Well, for starters, it's like, it's illegal, straight up. Like, it's illegal to do that.
It's misleading and deceptive conduct in
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose if you needed a legal term for it, but
Yep,
yeah.
exactly.
Or entrapment.
Yeah, and just like really immoral as well. Just like that's dodgy as shit. Plus, it's like a real good community there as well. So for someone to like try and like infiltrate the community just to try and sway their opinion, which they already have a real low opinion of EA already, for them to do that. Sorry?
It just reminded me of that Simpsons episode, and Bart's like, curse those Simpson devils.
Yeah. Yeah. Curse those handsome devils at EA. So, yeah. So that's like real dodgy. But it's just like annoying as well because, we go to like their launch parties and shit, which are always really fun, but then they just do stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Why? Why for?
There is such a contrast.
Please,
I mean,
I cry.
You could argue that they've brought out like the two best games, server things aside, in the course of the last 6 months to a year or whatever, they've brought out two of the best games that we're likely to see in a particular genre kind of thing, in Battlefield 4 and obviously and Titanfall as well. So it's kind of like you do get the sense that there's a bit of a beat up factor to all these accounts being made and just people wanting to jump on the bandwagon and get them that third straight. What impact that has, I really don't know. I mean, it sure isn't hurting sales or anything like that. The Titanfall has pretty much given the Xbox One its biggest sales week since its release. So I mean, what you decide to read into that sort of stuff, I don't know. And it's it comes down to there's no such thing as bad advertising. They're still getting out there.
Well, then that's the thing as well. Maybe people are a bit, not evenly handed as well when it comes to things like that where, when there's like YouTube channels or companies that put strikes against YouTube channels and things because they didn't like the review, that gets a bit of publicity for a little bit, but then that goes away. But then EA always get, worst company in the world sort of thing. So people, it's not really even-handed sometimes when it comes to them, I think. So I think people just like to jump on it.
And kids are pretty fickle as well. I mean, if their only release is literally coming home from school, jumping on to Titanfall, or jumping onto Battlefield 4, or any other EA game, and the server's down instantly, that's the worst thing that could happen to them that day.
And like it's funny you say that because I went to the Respawn forums today just to get some information on why the Aussie servers were down to see if there was any information on there, and there was just like all these little 14-year-old keyboard warriors going like ape shit saying that's it, not playing anymore, I want a refund and blah 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 because the server was down for like 2 hours.
I want a refund to my parents' credit card.
Yeah, it's like, are you seriously? What planet are you living on? It's crazy, and and they're always the ones with like the loudest voices as well. So it's just stupid.
Unfortunately.
So,
So I guess we'll see how that transpires and whether or not they get their third successive. Do they get like a set of steak knives for that, or is it like a Google Gold Play button for 3 straight? I don't know.
A wooden spoon or something, yeah.
Wooden spoon. I mean, I think Plants vs Zombies, that's done remarkably well, and that's an EA game.
Yeah, and that's only on Xbox One as well, isn't it? Because I wanted to get that for PC. but apparently you can't.
I am
Because they hate you, Ben.
They do. And I'm not getting an Xbox One for that game. So.
Boom.
But I did want to try it out. It looked like a lot of fun. It's just definitely one of like those, how we kind of mentioned, like those sort of Wii Sport games, like all like the party sort of games, where I think that's kind of another sort of one where if you have like a big group of friends, or just a small group of friends or whatever, and you're in a party playing together,
Oh yeah.
that would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that plays out. Let's have a think. Goat Simulator. Am I behind the eight ball on this? Like, am I like just the hipster
Yes,
guy that
you're
just
very
didn't?
far behind the eight ball.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what goat? Goat, the animal.
Okay, so
I
me
want to
and
play
Ron are
that
on the
so
same
bad.
page.
Yeah.
Somebody send me a link in the
There's
chat. I gotta see this.
demo on YouTube.
What the fuck?
Have you guys never heard of it?
I had heard of it, but
Yeah, I want to get it.
I
What
Once
is
I'm
it?
in a time.
I heard
Yes.
about it. But yeah, I guess I never really took it seriously. I mean, it kind of was in the same sort of ballpark as the Euro Truck Simulator. I mean, how much fun could you technically have?
No.
doing that?
Euro Truck Simulator 2 is so much fun. I played that game straight for like 4 days and completely burnt myself out on it where I can't play it anymore. That game is shitloads of fun. Seriously, Euro Truck Simulator 2, check it. I love
All
that game so
simulators
much.
are like
Sounds great.
binge-worthy playing.
Would it be
It's mad.
Would it be fair to
You don't
say
play
that
it.
games like Papers, Please, DayZ, and Euro Truck kind of focus on people needing to be as patient as possible? There seems like
I'm a
there's
very
lot of-
patient person. I'm a very patient person.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a primary school teacher, so I need patience for that.
them kids.
So, yeah. It's a lot. It's heaps fun, that game. Seriously, get it.
Yeah,
It's well worth the money.
I think I might get it in the next Steam sale if it comes down like $20 or whatever for another game that I probably won't play.
No,
Still
you
haven't
play
played
Ghost
DayZ yet.
Simulator.
You still haven't played it, my
I
god.
haven't played DayZ. My
They just
God.
released a patch actually like a couple of days ago, so they fixed a few things. So it'll be even that little bit better when you play it.
Beautiful. Sorry, Chris, you were saying?
No, I was just saying you'll play it for hours once it comes out. It's hilarious.
Euro Truck?
No, Goat Simulator.
Oh, Goat. Yeah, I mean, it kind of has
You just
that.
walk around kicking people, destroying stuff, licking things.
I saw one
It
thing-
looks better than I thought.
Sleeping,
I thought it was going to be like a flat, 16-bit looking thing like when Gab mentioned Papers, Please, but this thing actually looks kind of...
Pampers, please.
looks good so
You're
far.
changing nappies, are you? No, it's pretty much replace the guy in DayZ with a goat. And that's essentially what it feels like.
Humans
I
instead
see,
of
yeah.
zombies.
That's
So you
kind of
can go
accurate.
find somebody having a picnic and ruin it.
Yeah, I'd be all about ruining that picnic. Who'd be expecting a goat to come? Honestly, just sitting there eating their chicken sandwiches. Sweet. Ron's transfixed. We've lost him. Okay.
Yeah. He's on the trampoline right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun. I mean, is it in alpha, beta, what?
I think it's an alpha still.
Alpha? Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Some of the physics looked fucking whack. Like, a goat is climbing a ladder at 90 degrees, whilst its head just sort of revolves around doing 360s and stuff.
Hey, that's nothing until you start playing DayZ. You have so much to learn about
Oh,
physics.
I realise. I feel like
You
I've almost
can't-
been ingratiated into the DayZ community purely by observation, and then as soon as I get in there, I'm going to be like, dude, why did I just like totally glitch through a wall? And
Yeah.
I'll be
You can't,
so
like, if you're on a platform that's like waist high, if you like jump off a platform, like
broken leg
you'll-
instantly.
chances are you'll break like a leg.
Yeah.
It's just like, but you get used to it. That's the thing, and like you learn. It's weird. It's just like learning how to play a game again, where it's just you just know not to step off that anymore.
Like, I can only
Oh.
assume that in the
Close
future
to
that's
anything
run
that
by
moves.
zombies, that it's a very low calcium world where, you can't get any milk or dairy products or anything like that. And no sooner have zombies invaded the place, everyone just gets like osteoporosis and just fucking snaps limbs left, right, and center. You sneeze too aggressively and you break your neck or something. Oh, you are dead. Why? Oh, because you sneezed too hard, or you pulled the trigger on your Moisen too aggressively because you're trying to snipe someone and you break your finger because your fingers are made from literally dust and skin.
Okay.
Yeah. I do look forward to playing. I just need a vacant weekend. I mean, Christ, I've got my got a crazy week coming up, and weekends are pretty much chock-a-block these days. Titanfall and such.
That's the thing, yeah.
Who has time for DayZ when you got Titanfall?
I know. What level are you now?
36. Ben, Ron, Chris, talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. Sorry.
But, I just finished watching that goat simulator thing. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Then suddenly he was a giraffe. But I would still play that.
I would play the hell out of that game. I really would.
I can't wait to get it. I can't wait. It's only $10 pre-order as well.
That'd be a good co-op game for all four of us if we could all get access. I mean, I can't imagine in terms of graphical capabilities, it'd be crazy.
One would be a goat game terrorizing this
That would be
town.
sweet. That would be so sweet. Are you your own goat if you play multiplayer?
Shit, you guys know more about this game than I do, right, Chris?
Yeah.
I haven't actually heard if there is a multiplayer. I've just heard that, you could be a goat.
Okay, well,
I can't wait to see the box. The
game,
box
being
is
Goat
just
Simulator.
literally on the front cover, Goat Simulator. On the back, it's like, you can be a goat. 4 stars, IGN.
Could we just make that like Chris's review? Just like, so Chris, what do you think about Goat Simulator? Like, what is it about? You're a goat. Finn. That's it.
Yeah, literally.
And what was the
5 out of
part
5.
you liked the most, Chris? What was the part you liked the most? I liked it when you were a goat for a bit. When you're the goat, that's probably the highlight for me.
What about the part where you can be a goat? Yeah, I just said that. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for that snap review. We'll come back to you in upcoming weeks for a more in-depth one about Goat Simulator.
I saw just a second ago he was a giraffe as well for some reason.
Oh, no, that's the DLC. That is.
Oh, that's the DLC.
I don't know.
Hopefully I didn't spoil it for anybody who was
GLC.
really looking forward to that game.
GLC.
That's a GLC.
But I mean, if you kind of like that sort of stuff, you guys, I can't believe you guys haven't got it yet. You got to get Gary's mod on Steam.
Oh,
it's always on the
That's the
Steam
other
sale.
one. Yeah.
My God, I've been trying to get you guys to fucking get it so we can play some Prop Hunt or Trouble in Terrorist Town or something like that. Just because
They sound
that
like
is-
kids games for some reason. Like kids video games, sorry.
No, just check out gameplay of Prop Hunt, which is like the best game of hide and seek ever. So you're not that far away from a kid's game, but it's fucking hilarious.
Fucking right when I guessed that.
The videos I have seen though have been quite funny, but I don't know whether or not it's a
Yeah.
case of I need to be marketed to and like tell me why I should get this game. I'll go.
It's just a sandbox thing.
Yeah.
It's not an actual game. It's just a sandbox sort of thing, and people will make like preloaded sort of things, like game modes or just items which you can just dupe in just to play around with sort of thing, and just like the engineering that they've done behind it is just awesome to check out. But it's just like limitless sort of thing of what you can do. It's a lot of fun.
I saw the Half-Life Full Life Consequences, and that was made in Gary's mod. And I couldn't watch the videos were about 4 minutes long or some shit. I couldn't watch 30 seconds of it without having to pause it because I was laughing so hard. They're pulling like they're going.
Yeah, like stretching that.
Yeah, I was just doing that shit. It's funny.
Those floppy armed like hot airfield things.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wacky inflatable.
Oh, I can't get it. I know the
Fucking
family
wailing
guy.
inflatable arm, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking. I gotta look those up. Those are fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd get into any kind of PC gaming. Sorry, Benny. It'll be
It's
a
alright.
while.
I'm having a lot of fun by myself.
It's all right. I'll be there soon.
Play with yourself all the time?
Often.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, I feel bad. Is anyone here excited about the new Assassin's Creed?
Oh yes, Unity.
Yeah.
That was my topic.
Were actually right.
Is this the Assassin's Creed game that I buy?
Yes, because it's
I
every
don't
second.
know.
Because it's every
It's
second
too
one?
hard to tell. 3 was supposed to be so great, and then it was just like, The Black Flag is brilliant.
So the next one
Even
should
I
be
haven't
shit.
bought that. I don't know. And the thing is, since it's set during the
in
French Revolution, I'm like,
Paris,
ugh,
yeah.
French people, no thanks.
I can
Not
smell
interested.
you through the screen. God. Apologies to French.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
joking. French people, you're cool. You women are gorgeous. The women are gorgeous. Food's
It's a
horrible.
shame.
though.
Need to shave a little bit more. Yeah, it should
Based
be
on what I
pretty
saw,
good.
the French women are great. But
That's true.
and the women I did see in Paris probably were on holiday. Just saying.
They were Australians.
Italy, on the other hand, definitely. Sorry, we strayed from the topic there. Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I
Remembering
know.
that Gavin's engaged, but that's all right.
It's okay. I can look.
Oh, congratulations.
What? Yeah.
What's that grinding sound, Gavin?
Anyway,
That phrase.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, we need a gif of that. Ron clapping. That was gold.
Well, I'm getting slower.
Boom.
Sorry, that was weird. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Unity. But the French Revolution, the setting is kind of like because I remember hearing the rumors that they were going to send it to like feudal Japan.
I wanted
That
Japan.
would've fucking-
Oh, that would have been mad.
Mm.
Walk around
But,
like a freaking ninja. Like
Yeah.
actually, in a stealth-based game or supposedly a stealth-based game, you'd think
Yeah.
that the one stealthy environment that you haven't touched on before, Japan. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been great because I remember even the very first Assassin's Creed, and I think the majority of the others, like even when you stalk the guys who you're supposed to kill, and when you kill them, it's very public. It's incredibly public.
Nothing
There are
stealthy
no-
about an execution in the middle of the town square.
Yeah. It's like, see, he's dead. That was me.
Totally
Yeah.
me in front of 400 bystanders. Cheers.
Exactly.
Bye.
And then you got to run away. But like, that would have been cool. And if they include some kind of, you can kill them stealthily, like kind of like Hitman. You can kill them stealthily when nobody notices, or you can choose to kill them publicly as well. Like if they include something like that, that'll be fucking great. But
Do you think that the reason why they didn't do it is it would possibly stray into Metal Gear territory?
maybe.
So-
I always thought because
In terms of
they already
country
had that
and
with Hitman.
premise?
Because I mean, is Ubisoft bought Eidos, didn't they? And they own Hitman.
I know they just had a few layoffs at Eidos.
Oh right.
Can't remember who owns them though. It might be Ubisoft. Can't remember.
Because I don't know, like if they're, because I suppose if they were going to copy from Metal Gear, they're not like similar companies, are they? Like, because if they're not, or like the company makes the same games. Like if they don't, I don't see what the problem would be. You know what I mean? They could just be like, hey, we can do this as well.
Well,
But,
there was rumors going around that the reason why they delayed Watch Dogs, because they needed more development time, but also it was right around the time of Black Flag, and they didn't want two sort of open world games of that kind of same genre competing with
Yeah.
each other around the same sort of launch window. So, I mean, from what we've
that
seen,
makes sense because they're both Ubisoft as well. But like Metal Gear isn't with Ubisoft, are they?
No, I'm thinking
No.
of Splinter Cell.
Konami.
Konami, yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I don't see a problem there. But yeah, no, definitely with the Watch Dogs and Black Flag coming out at the same time. It's like, yeah, no, that'd just be smarter if they delayed it.
Yeah, to
But-
spread yourself, literally.
Or as JX put it, it was broke as fuck.
Broke
So
as fuck. Although, I mean, there was a video that was released last week. I can't remember if we discussed it in the podcast or if we didn't. There was a video that came out and it was getting a lot of flack because the graphical fidelity was nothing like what it was in the sort of lead up videos. Like the graphics, like just took like almost like you scaled it back to 50%, like a bit blocky and sort of like Outrun.
Yeah.
First generation Xbox, Mega Drive kind of graphics. And they're like, no, the graphics haven't changed. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at it. It looks
There was a couple, I
considerably
think,
different.
from Xbox that were like that.
The
What's
one?
that, Chris?
I think there was a couple of that Xbox games that came out where the demos and the lead-up videos were much better than the actual game.
Yeah, Alien Colonial Marine springs to mind, but I mean that was just an out-and-out
The fucking
marketing
it's
bit of
still-
bullshit.
That was ridiculously disappointing.
That was.
But yeah, no, it's kind of a normal
Assassins.
thing, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll take the plunge on it, but I mean, I don't even remember the Assassin's Creed 3 reviews being all that bad.
Yeah, it's like what they did good was like have the classic running and extending it to like running into trees and shit. Because like in all the other Assassin's Creeds, you can't touch the trees. You can only run around on buildings and stuff like that. And they extended and made it more organic, which was really cool and a lot more free flowing. But I think the only thing I had a problem with it was the story was like unengaging. It was basically a history lesson. All the other ones are basically history lessons, but you kind of gave a shit.
Yeah.
And
Trying to
the
make
main
it
character was a
work.
little monotonous, and you're just like, I don't really care for this. I just want the story to end. All the extra stuff, like they had an economy in the world. You didn't care for building anything because you just get your upgrades anyway. If you wanted to do, like a great thing they included was the naval battles. They were great. And I think that's why I extended it to Black Flag, because that was just a massive surprise. And like, holy shit, that's really fun. And yeah, but like it was just basically like nitpicking at the story and everything they added. There were more like shitty things that they added than really good things that they added. You know what I mean? So Black Flag's still worth a shot, I reckon. But I want to see what Unity's got. Really do.
Let's hope it
Fresh
breaks
people.
breaks my trend.
Yeah.
You got to tell us if you pre-order it, because we won't buy it.
Yeah, I'll get a statue out of it to sit behind me, next to good old Mr. Titanfall over the back there.
Did you give him a name?
Yeah, I was just going to say, what is its name?
I didn't give him
Andy.
I don't know. What
Andy
should I
lets
call
me inside him.
it? Titiana, the
Warren.
Titanfall chick?
Warren.
I've got Warren's kind of like calling a Titanfall or a mech.
Alan. What about Alan?
Kind of like painting it brown or some
That's-
shit. It just sounds horrible. Like, oh
That's
yeah.
the joke.
It was good. It was good. That's the thing. I've got a buddy called Warren, and I'll think about that now every time. Even when I first found out his name, like Warren. Wow. Ugh.
I think I'll call him Alan.
I'm not sure if
Guys,
we're going to be
get
friends.
above who are called Warren. Does anybody here know a Warren that's below 20?
Below 20.
No, I don't know any
Like,
parents
looks
that
of-
unfortunate that would call their kid Warren.
Oh, and age-wise. Hey? Yeah, nobody knows anybody that's 20 and
No.
down?
Warren was used in the, I think it was the Hoyts or the old Greater Union adverts. As
Really?
as an intentional kind of, this is Warren. He likes going to the movies, so he saves money using the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real name.
It
There's
wasn't.
the thing.
I think
Anybody who was called Warren before they were 20, they already did the smart thing.
Yeah.
They killed themselves.
They changed their name via deed poll.
That too. If that's a really slag joke, if anybody knows anybody called Warren who has touched the end of Suicide Lane, don't sue me. Like, can they
Or
sue me
me.
for that? They can't sue me for that, can they? They can just get really angry at me.
They can get pissed off and send their hate to Unit 5, 117 Kookaburra Lane. No, what is it?
Yeah, send it there.
Wallaby Way?
That's where-
Wallaby Way, Sydney?
42.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. Do your
Wait,
worst.
that's Chris's place, isn't
Yeah.
it?
We should totally Google map that and see what happens. Yeah, anyway. I think I'll call him Alan.
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 This is Alan. Alan is an Atlas. Alan the Atlas. Oh, didn't even
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out.
that works.
Alliteration.
Done. Named.
Alliteration for Alan the Atlas.
I should get a refill of wine so I can christen him.
Just douse it in wine.
Smash the bottle over it.
Yeah, just push him off the sideboard into a bath of water. I hereby crown you. Yeah. May
Big tidal wave, just knock out all the little grunts.
him. You killed Alan.
May the Lord bless all that ride her. So yeah, Assassin's Creed. Who's got a topic? Give me a topic. Failing a topic, we will go to Chris's top 10.
Oculus Rift 2.
Yeah. GDC's been kind of very VR based, if I'm honest. Morpheus has come out. Not Lawrence Fishburne as gay, but Morpheus as a device. That's the Sony product, yeah? Or code
Oh,
named.
yeah.
Or is there a third one that I don't know about?
No, but there's no, but you know Oculus Rift.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They've got the second one.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
But
making a
didn't-
second version of it.
Cancel their orders because they didn't have enough materials to make the first one.
Not that I know of.
They were in short supply, yeah. They had
Yeah.
sort of hot production.
But I haven't used one, but I know someone that has one, but I haven't had a chance to use it. But number 2 should be pretty cool. So if there's anything, any cool games that are going to implement it, I will probably get it for the PC. And numero dos, and see what it's like.
They were trying to combat a lot of the motion sickness, apparently, that is
Yeah.
the Oculus Rift kind of gives you, whether or not it's a sensory thing, and they just, you don't get where you are in three-dimensional space, and it just tells your brain to go, you know what, you should be sick right about now, just to try and figure shit
I
out.
think it's in an ear thing.
Yeah, it's an equilibrium
Yeah.
between in an ear. But yeah, I mean, Microsoft say they've been working on their own one as sort of like a passing strike at the Sony Corporation. But
Just
Sure
like
they are.
yeah,
their iPod killer. What was it? Zune or something?
The Zune.
done. Yeah, that failed big time. But you never know. I mean, this could be the kind of device or the kind of technology that, at least historically, Nintendo could sort of jump on and go, let's make a home version of this, and this could be the product that, takes them back into prominence. Who knows?
Oh, they will do that, and then they'll release lame games for it, and it'll be like, oh, good technology. I don't want to play it though.
Oh no, I
wanna
reckon
play
the
these
ones that
games.
come out for free for it are going to be like, oh, this is actually really good, but anything that they release that's an actual full game, nobody
No.
will want to play.
Yeah,
Nah.
I have to part with currency for this, so yeah, I'm not interested. Cheers.
I've already got the free shit. I don't need this.
I'm just going to go and masturbate for 10 minutes.
That's pretty much what I do. I masturbated 5 minutes ago as well. Nobody noticed. It was great.
That was glorious.
Nobody noticed why I've been so quiet? I've been dropping loads around this house like a fucking dump truck.
Fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Top 10 time.
Chris, lay it on me. String Bean.
Well,
Honorable
like Ron
mentions.
was saying-
Fire away. Apparently there are 975,000 of them.
Yes.
Hey, there are a lot of games out there that are game changing.
Or you can do what Ron did last week and just go, every game from the past.
Yeah,
Except the driving game.
it was a cop out call, but like, I'm not going to sit there and make Tetris is number 1, Pong is number 2, fucking.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's like saying, oh, my favorite game is Xbox One. All the games on Xbox One.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
As I recall, it's like at number 4, every old school game. I mean, what? I mean,
Oh, like the every old school game, and then I gave the examples. But like the old school,
Pong.
like Pong, fucking Pac-Man, all that shit. I'm not going through my fucking list again. You guys want to see it? Rewatch last week's episode.
When in actual fact you meant 4 through 77.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like when I got to like when I think it was like 2. My number 2 was every fucking Rockstar game, but I kind of meant like every GTA game. But then I'm like, but that includes Red Dead as well. So.
But even Red Dead wasn't even in your top 10. It was an honourable mention.
That's right, because I didn't know whether to split them up or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Red Dead
Like,
Redemption
I could have put in
especially
Bully or,
bad considering
or
it did
Manhunt.
place.
Hey?
It's hard to do. It's hard
It
to
is
do.
hard to-
Like, don't get us wrong, but it's like your children. You have to pick a favorite.
Yeah. Sophie's choice. Yeah. Is it Sophie's choice?
It's like if I ever broke into somebody's house and they've got like 2 kids and God willing, it's happened before and it might happen again. But I've broken into somebody's house and I've got a gun and I'm like, all right, they're all tied up. Which one's your favorite? And the person that I'm threatening, she's got like an older son and a younger son, an older daughter and a younger son, whatever. And
It's getting
whoever
dark.
they pick,
It's getting dark.
whoever they pick, I kill the other one. And they go like, now you have to live with that for the rest of your life. And you get to grow up knowing that you weren't chosen by your own mom. Have a nice life. That's pretty much how I felt when I was trying to pick my top 10. It's like, I just can't.
I'm trying to get the
Like
metaphor
breaking into a
between
house.
this, but I'm struggling to find it. But anyway, on a brighter note, aside from killing small children, Chris, take it away.
And then straight away he goes, okay, so the first game is a child murder simulator.
With a goat.
Child Kill 2000. It's great. Breakingandentering.com.au. I'm sorry, Chris.
So I've got for number 10. I'm not sure if you guys would have played it, but it's a game
where are the
called
honourables?
Spaceship Warlock.
I thought you said 100. You had honourables.
We don't have time for all of those. It's basically just the same list as Ronald's. I was just writing it down.
I want to see your honourables.
Show us your honorables.
You don't even have to just justify them. Just read them. Just read them out. And
Well, I got. I did a bit of a run. I said all the games using the Half-Life engine
oh, for fuck's sake!
from Valve.
That's like
So we
saying
got, like-
every game using the Unreal Engine.
Yeah,
Yeah, but who would actually
that was
say
my next one.
No one
actually.
did. It was just the Half-Life engine.
Wow.
No, well, honourable mentions. I don't know, for arcade games, it would be Golden Axe, Daytona, Time Crisis.
Daytona, fuck. Time Crisis,
Street
I forgot
Fighter.
about Time Crisis.
Initial D, Metal Slug, Outrun.
Metal Slug.
Wow.
That's how you when you say Metal Slug, you gotta go, Metal Slug.
Sorry, that one more time?
No, continue.
Well, for console games, we've got basically all of these have been listed, but I'll go through it again.
Everything on the
Road
Golden
Rash.
Eye.
NBA Jam.
Golden
Golden
Eye.
Eye.
Sorry.
Everything beginning with G and ending with Oldeneye.
This
Grand
food
Theft Auto
ends
3.
in hamburger.
Every game you use a joystick to play.
Yep.
You guys are kind of casting a little broad now, alright? Jesus. Sorry, Chris, go on.
Sorry.
Top 10. Go.
Top 10. Spaceship Warlock. I'm not sure if you guys played it. It came preloaded on a Mac computer.
Right.
So
Is that
I'm
a
guessing-
text-based game?
Well, it's a text-based game. It was like a point-and-click. But you got to type out your own answers. It was
Cool.
hilarious.
Kill
I didn't
children.
play it, but I remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
thought it
there
was
are
like a
pictures and
turret-based
stuff.
game.
Yeah, there was pictures and stuff.
Oh, right.
Cool.
But I thought it was just brilliant because you could type out stuff. So you could go into a bar and I literally found a cocktail book and just started typing in cocktails just to see if they were all in there. And they were. It was just like the amount of detail that somebody went into programming this game that barely had any moving pictures was just hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Number
Cool.
9.
Number 9 would be Pokemon.
Sorry, that was just a massive shock to me. Like a huge shock.
That was a brilliant game.
Wow.
I used to play that on the Game Boy for hours. I reckon if I found my old Game Boy with it, I'd just straight back into playing it again.
Pikachu.
You know, when you mentioned that, I was going to be like, how about Tamagotchi? Does that count? I had one.
It's
Because I
dead.
never got into...
I never
got
played
into
Pokemon.
I've never played Pokemon, ever.
Yeah. Yeah,
Doesn't
never. I want
miss out.
to.
It's addictive.
And yet you'll find every single, like, personality, writer, contributor to any of these sort of gaming websites. There's invariably a calling back to a Pokemon game, or Pokemon Red, or I didn't like Pokemon Black, or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, there's X and Y.
X and what? Yeah. I have the smallest idea about what the hell they're all going on about. Is it different
Did you
releases
guys
of
watch
different animals, or
the cartoon?
no?
Yeah, this is the game, right? And I
The
never got
game's
it.
pretty much the same all the time. It's just got extra animals, I think.
Right. I
Or
don't even know how
Pokemon,
many animals
as they
there
are.
Sorry,
Extra
Pokemon.
Pokemons, yes.
Spoiler face.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, there's Pokemons in this game called Pokemon.
Number 8.
Number
I
8.
put Perfect Dark. I'm not
Oh,
sure if you
cool.
guys played that.
Yeah.
Awesome game.
Laptop machine gun.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing ever. That could fly as well, right? And it was like a...
Threw it on a wall. And it
Yeah.
goes, yeah. That thing was sick.
Oh, brilliant. I didn't even... How was... Chris, did you ever play what they made the remake, right, for the 360?
Perfect Light.
Is that what it was called?
No,
No.
I don't know.
No, I didn't play it. I didn't have a 360.
All right. I was just wondering if you played that remake. I
No.
wasn't on 64, so I didn't bother.
Was
I'm
that
going
a
to have to keep
platformer?
looking on Xbox Live.
Was that like a first-person platformer kind of thing?
Yeah, it was basically GoldenEye with a different skin.
Right.
And in the future.
You could stealth, and it had reloading animation.
Oh, next gen.
It was like state of the art at the time.
Well, a good pick. Forgot about Perfect Dark.
The next one would be Max Payne.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Original?
Yeah, the original one.
Cool. With Sam Lake's retarded face. Remember that? He's like that, and they've sticky taped that to like his base model, like his face. So it's just, and
It didn't quite
that's the dude you're
like,
playing.
stretch it out.
It's the funniest shit ever. If anyone doesn't know, Sam Lake also wrote Alan Wake and that kind of stuff. He was, when they were a small company, what the fuck is the name of the company? But yeah, he sat in to be the model for Max Payne in the very first game, and then part 2 is when they actually cast the guy.
Oh,
And-
okay.
Yeah, and I think it was by coincidence that it was the same dude with the same guy with the voice. Make of that what you will, but it's a little bit of trivia.
Cool.
Good pick though.
Thanks,
Good
Ron.
Max Payne.
Thanks.
Number 6, Burnout.
Uh,
Burnout.
that's the one where you just got to crash, right?
You just crash into stuff.
Yeah.
Crash
There's no
simulator.
racing or anything. You just destroy the car, make as much damage as possible.
Well, that's one of them. There is races, but I mean,
really?
I just played it for crashing.
Crashing and
Wow.
Trying to cause as much damage as possible.
Fucking burn out.
Just waiting for that fluke one where the car would just like land on something and just be on the edge of the map and it just keep flipping around. And you get that ridiculous score that no one's ever going to beat.
Cool. I haven't played that in ages. Literally.
Number
Oh yeah, sorry.
number 5, Quake 3 Arena.
Cool.
That one was.
That was back in even my like PC gaming days. Like I
Yeah.
fucking love that as well.
Uh,
Did
I was
Ben
trying to
or
remember.
Gap
Is that
ever
the
play any of those?
first one?
Which one was that?
Yeah.
Because you guys got uncharacteristically quiet.
I'm listening. I played... Yeah, I played that. And was that on the Unreal Engine?
No, Unreal had their own game, Unreal Tournament.
That's
Yeah, because I loved Unreal Tournament 4. I loved that one. But yeah, anyway. Quake was mad.
Yeah. It's always good. Number 4, Diablo 2.
That's a good one.
It's better than the first and better than the third.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys playing the third one? Like is it an expansion that's out at the moment?
You know what? Because I love Diablo 2 so much, I'd probably end up buying the expansion, but number 3 was terrible.
Yeah. Chris and I, we played it a bit together, but, you finish it, and then you do the same thing all over again. It's on one difficulty
There's
level
more
higher,
monsters.
and then do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. It's kind of like, I'm finishing the game in like 6 hours now. Doesn't matter on what difficulty level now.
Is this
So
the one
it's
where
kind of just like a bit boring.
constantly roll?
Pardon?
Sorry?
Is this the one where you can constantly roll? Because like a friend got Diablo 3 on 360, and he's like, let's play like a three-way run through it, and we're playing, and every 5 seconds we're just constantly rolling because we're not even going to run to anything. You can just hit one of the joysticks and you do this stupid little roll.
Oh,
It's like
I
a
don't know that.
yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
one?
when you dodge, you can't get hit, so you just dodge.
Yeah.
Dodge. Yeah.
Sounds dodge.
Oh, rolling is fun.
Rolls.
I
in there.
haven't finished it, so.
They see me rolling. Continue. What
Number
2 now?
3,
3, okay.
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Racing games. Yay!
That game's been my benchmark for all of the Need for Speed since then.
Have you seen the movie yet?
No, haven't you actually? I was hoping
Have
we'd
you-
make that
They probably won't
a
compare
quad
to
feed. Because apparently that's the best, worst movie ever.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Oh wow!
It's got some titles to it. You've seen
Chris,
it then, I
what does
assume.
that? What does that feel like?
What does one feel like?
If you're like a massive Need for Speed fan, you're like, yes, we're getting a movie. The dude from fucking Breaking Bad is gonna be it. This is gonna be the shit.
Can't possibly be bad.
Yeah, the reviews are the best, worst movie
Denial.
you'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just going to live in denial.
It's still the best movie ever. Still.
I'm going to buy 6 copies of the DVD when it comes out.
I don't even want 3. I don't want 1 version of Time Cop. Dude, you can't shop for shit. Oh, well, that'd be heartbreaking to me. I already went through it. I watched Hitman. I expected so much more.
Yeah,
Just
that was a bit of a
Paul Walker
a
ain't
letdown.
doing shit. Do you know what they're doing for Fast 7? They've
Yep.
chosen 4 other people that have his similar body,
Oh.
and they're going to be using body sort of, or CGI, or different permutations of
up.
CGI to try and round out the character.
Oh, did they actually start filming with
They
Paul Walker?
they restarted it, yeah. Well, they
think
they
they were
re-kicked it
halfway
off.
Oh,
It was due to be out this year, next month, I think, but now it's going to be next month, next year. So April 2015.
And it's one of those things where it's kind of like they probably didn't want to, but once you've invested that much money
Oh,
into
shit,
it,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to continue it. Like
It's
if they
just
hadn't, yeah,
it's just like what happened with Heath Ledger. He was filming that movie after Dark Knight, and then
yeah,
Like
all those other
Parnassus or
actors
whatever.
chipped in, basically.
which is such a good movie. Like, well, it's a good movie. It's not like such like an amazing movie, But it is a good movie, and that part where they enter like the new dimension and you see the character. I mentioned this a million times before, but when you're watching it and then you see the character change over, like it really hits you, sort of thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. But the actors are so good in it, though. They nailed it. Oh my god. Yeah.
So it's an actual body. It's not even a body double, and it's a different actor entirely.
Yep.
Yeah. In certain sections.
Because
suddenly it's Colin Farrell. Suddenly it's Johnny Depp. Suddenly it's is Gyllenhaal in it? Like I can't remember who else jumped in. But the majority of it is Heath Ledger. It always returns to him.
Because Heath Ledger's like in the real world, and then when he enters the portal, that's when the characters change over, and then when he comes back to Earth, he's Heath Ledger again, sort of thing. So it worked out like perfectly in a sense.
Apparently, what they're doing, they're writing into I don't know whether or not it's all movies or if it's movies of a similar kind of danger level, like anything to do with cars and explosions and stuff.
Can't die.
Sorry?
Are they going to make them promise they can't die?
Well, not so much that, but they have to submit themselves for... They have to submit themselves for 3D modeling, so that in the event that they need to forge ahead with production and whatnot, they'll just remap it. They did it with Iron Man when Robert Downey Jr. was out for a while. He broke something.
Was he out of Iron Man?
Yeah, there was a part. I think it's right in the. I think it's on the beach house assault scene when they're being attacked by helicopters. They showed where they used character modeling.
Oh, okay.
When the mask was
when
off.
Paltrow was wearing the suit for a bit of that scene.
No, I don't think they went to that level. No, it was when the mask was open and you could see his face, and even when he wasn't wearing the suit, you can actually see that. They showed details of when they used the character modeling to wrap it around a body double.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you didn't notice it, they've done their job, I guess. Yeah, but that's apparently what they're going to be doing from now on, trying to...
Can't wait to see how that goes a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be awkward.
I suppose they'll have to kill him off at the end of Fast 7 anyway.
I think it was going to be one of those things where they were just going to end up with like a couple of people at the end. I think they probably
Fast
wanted
15
him
is
to be
just
one
going to
of the
be one
survivors.
person.
Yeah, I thought a bunch of them died during the earlier movies.
Yeah, they're back.
Like
It's
Michelle
like,
Rodriguez, she died.
Michelle Rodriguez died.
Spanish soap opera.
I would love to be on one of those.
They just come back wearing like a little pencil moustache. Ah, that was my twin.
It's his evil twin.
We saw you though, Hector. You were eaten by a shark. No, that was my twin.
Dude, wait, we're still on your list, aren't we, Chris?
Well, we're about to drum
yeah,
roll,
yeah.
because I think one's next, isn't it?
No, there's two.
Okay.
Oh.
Anticlimactic. Okay.
Number 2 is Fallout 2.
Cool.
I swear, if Saints Row 1 or 2 or whatever, the one that you can't get right, if that's your number 1, this is going to be such a massive troll.
No, I think everyone knows what my number 1 will be.
Leisure Suit Larry?
Damn it. Yes.
You got it.
Forza
Was
5?
it really?
No, it's Borderlands,
Oh, cool.
1 or
Wait,
2?
the original? Or 2?
the original.
Oh, wow.
Just because it was like the comic style and the story and the characters are just awesome.
The comedy
Yeah.
stylings of Handsome Jack?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's got like an unforgettable intro as well. Like the intro is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really well done.
Yeah.
Just listened to both of the games.
The song and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never played it.
You got to get on it. So,
Yeah, it's good fun.
Cool.
Nice list.
Done.
Thank you.
So that's the entire panel done, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Everybody's had their go.
That's it.
Oh,
Ron had
there
2
was
goes with
another
his, but that's
one
not.
called-
Yeah. Ron had enough
that was
games to
gonna
do the
talk
whole entire panel's top 40, but yeah.
You know what? I don't give a shit. This is for you two.
Fuck you.
You keep like making digs at my awesome list. It was a great list, right?
And it was a good list. It was a good list.
Thanks.
It's not
man.
easy to do.
Yeah, like I didn't realize until it was my turn, and I'm like, oh Christ, this sucks. How do I leave this out? How do I leave that out?
Yeah, it was hard.
Did you?
Yeah,
We were talking about Ubisoft before. Far Cry 4 looks like it's going to be coming out, and it's going to be in a Himalayan setting.
Himalayas.
Yeah,
Really?
you can ride elephants.
It has rideable elephants.
No way.
If that's your major draw card to any game, look no further. Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Elephant racing. Done.
Rideable elephants?
See, Far Cry is almost like the preemptive GTA 5 for me, because I didn't play the original Far Cry, didn't play the second one, jumped into Far Cry 3 because I saw Jay playing it, and I thought that looks like fun, and it's a
Blood
Ubisoft
Dragon is
game.
hilarious. That shit is fucking...
Yeah.
Blood Dragon.
Yeah, the DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Three?
I didn't get that. Looked funky.
That
as
was
hell, though.
good, but I fucking hated number 3. Just anyway.
Really?
But
That's right. Yeah, you
Blood
didn't like
Dragon
it.
was mad.
Like the fucking soundtrack, the descriptions for the guns, it
Like,
totally breaks the
hilarious.
fourth wall, and it just pays you out.
Yeah.
And it's like it calls you a pussy now and then, which is fucking hilarious.
You pussy.
But yeah, it's all like inside jokes, and it's fucking funny. But,
Awesome. I'll have to play that one.
Hmm.
I haven't played it.
It's probably.
But I still haven't played the original. Like I played maybe, well, not the original, like Far Cry 3. I played maybe an hour and a half of it, and then since it wasn't mine, I couldn't play it. So
I got really far through it, and I
kicked
just
me out
put
of
it
the shop.
down. I just put it down for some reason. I can't remember why. It might have been. It was Christmas time. I know that much. It was around about Christmas time. So it might have been just another game that came along that filled the gap between then and when the next good game came out, and I put it down.
Hmm.
Since none of you have PS4s, I'll assume none of you have been playing Infamous Second Son or anything like that. Dark Souls 2.
No, I want to get Dark Souls still on PC, but I'm still waiting for it to be released.
Is Infamous Second Son's just a cleaner version of Saints Row 4?
why is it just as over the top? Is it?
No, that's what I meant by clean.
Oh,
Like,
right.
doesn't the guy have superpowers or something?
You know what?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about what comparison it would be, and yeah, you're right on with that. Saints Row 4, flying around like a fucking maniac with ridiculously over-the-top powers and shit coming out your arms in a Seattle setting. So
Because the first Infamous was with fire, was it? Your powers were...
I'm completely
they
new
fire
to this
powers?
franchise. I
don't think there is the
No,
first
because
time.
you know it's
I think
electricity
it's
now.
on the second.
Oh. Okay, well...
haha. Come to QuadFeed for all your gaming knowledge.
Ben, you should know all this. You're the fucking PlayStation guy.
Sorry? Yeah, no, I can't remember.
God damn.
Damn it. Okay, we'll move on from several dead topics. Metal Gear Solid 5 can apparently be speed-runned in 10 minutes.
Is this the actual 5, or is this the demo? Or
Ground Zeroes.
pre-log?
Ground Zeroes.
Oh, isn't that like the prequel to 5?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like very
It's not that
long.
long anyway.
Apparently like a four-hour campaign, but there's one guy that's taking great pride in getting rid of all the cutscenes and just skipping through everything, not doing any of the side missions, and you can beat the game in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a 4-hour ad.
A 4-hour ad.
So essentially, I think they worked it out that you're paying like $10 for every 2 minutes or something, based on like a $40 sticker price or something ridiculous.
But their cutscenes are just ridiculous, because I remember in...
Oh, they're long.
not the last one. The one on PlayStation 3, I think it
The
was number...
graphics were always amazing.
Yeah, the graphics are great. I think it was number 4. And the ending scene, I think, goes for just over an hour. Just like the final cutscene.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
It's like almost a movie.
You're just sitting there, like just about to complete the game. You know, it's probably 2 a.m. You're like, oh fuck, thank God,
I got school tomorrow.
I've got school tomorrow, but at least I can get 4 hours sleep between now and when I wake up. Oh, hang on. Oh
Nope.
man, I'm here for another fucking hour. Better put a pot of coffee
Fall
on.
asleep halfway through. Got to do it all over again.
Yeah, power cut. Fuck. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people are getting sort of looking at the bang for buck side of things. I do actually want the full game when that comes out, but
Oh,
Yeah,
full
no, that's
X
definitely what I'm looking forward to.
incredible.
I won't be
First,
worrying
Metal Gear
about
Solid.
won't be worrying about this one.
There'll be endless tests comparing the Xbox One to the PS4 one, though.
I'm not bothered about that shit.
Yeah, nobody really should. It just should be about the game. Like the game's coming out on both of them.
You
I
know
don't care
what?
if
It's also coming out on PC.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about PC, Ben.
Kojima wants it. He's pushing it to come out on PC.
PC Master Race.
Exactly.
Thing is though, if you look at any of the recent games and stuff, Titanfall out of all of them has the lowest pixel resolution out of all the games that has, come to fruition.
Well,
At 792, it's not even scaled up to 900, or 900 isn't even its native resolution, and yet look how much gushing Ben and I do about it. Clearly has no impact on the gameplay. It still looks fine,
Yeah.
still runs fine, and if anything, if taking a hit pixel wise means that it's going to run better, and it still looks as good as what it does, I'm fine with that. 100% fine with that.
yeah.
That being said, I do want 120 frames, but
Zing.
4K.
we'll
4K.
see what happens later.
I want it on a monitor the size of my bedroom wall. My dad sent me a link during the week, and it was kind of having a jab at me because I like some comedies that he doesn't. And he was only too happy to remind me of the fact that there are some other like-minded people in the world that happen to agree with him. It was entitled Not Funny, the comedies that leave us cold. And I wanted to see whether or not you guys agree with them or not.
Okay.
There's some hoity-toity fucking person at news.com.au that lists the following. Super bad. Right?
What?
I mean,
I read
arguably one of the funniest comedies ever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
In contrast to that, this is what the person wrote. The 2007 comedy, in inverted commas,
I don't
Is-
even want to hear the rest.
is the most disgusting movie I've ever seen. How
What?
anyone can sit through this is beyond me. Anything with poo jokes or period jokes needs to die a slow, painful death. Jenny Ryle, multimedia editor, I would suggest you do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, like that movie is fucking funny.
It is
And
funny.
if
I've still got it
like-
from when I taped it a year ago on Foxtel IQ, and it's still there. I'll still fire that bad boy up every now and then.
yeah, did that person who reviewed that, have they reviewed the South Park movie or fucking Freddy Got Fingered or like which by the way, that was one movie where I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just want it to end, but like I'm still kind of laughing through it. Like I'm choking it down, but there are parts that are fucking hilarious in it and parts that make me want to gouge my eyes out. But as this person reviewed that or like Team America, like if they just don't like it because it's poo jokes and period jokes, it's like, well then you shouldn't be writing about comedy because like
Or
your opinion
entertainment
is
at
just
all.
that of like some stuck-up idiot, like who won't evolve with where a comedy is going.
Well, going one step further, she names specific people and pretty much sums up their entire body of work. And these are different contributors to this article. One of which, Melissa Overman, group features editor. Will Ferrell, sorry. I know I'll get slammed for this, but I've never found Will Ferrell funny. Not in Old School, not in Step Brothers, and certainly not in Elf. The guy goes for cheap laughs. Oh, look, I can run around naked. Oh, look, I can scream out loud. Oh, look, I can make funny faces. You know what, Will? So can a 2-year-old.
But that's his thing. He's this like fucking 40-year-old man child, and when he's all like, "Oh yeah, everybody, let's get naked," like if he says that, like that's hilarious straight away because he's the only one who can do that. He's funny.
I should have prefaced this story with, I do agree with some of them, but like some of the ones that she's mentioned here are just, absolute staples of UK, US comedy.
But that's the thing,
What
just
about
quickly.
ages of these people?
Yeah. But these people as well, like, that is just like their opinion. Just because it's in print or on a website doesn't mean that it's law or anything.
Oh,
and a
shit.
lot of the times as well, they'll just do it just to rile people like us up as well. Go, oh my God, what are they talking about? And blah, 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 and get all shitty about it or whatever. And same whole thing with like EA games. Any publicity is good publicity. So maybe it's one of those things. Which really, if you asked 100 people, how many do you actually think would say that Will Ferrell is not funny? Or whatever, or the people from Superbad should die a slow and painful death or whatever.
Yeah.
How
That's
many
pretty
people
harsh.
do you think are going to say that?
Are these people being interviewed from Westboro Baptist Church?
Baptist Church, yeah.
Yeah. Good to see you go, Fred Phelps. Burn, motherfucker, burn. Rove McManus and Adam Sandler. I've always failed to appreciate the wit and humour of Rove McManus, if he's still a person who works in entertainment. Fair point. Also, Adam Sandler. To find his stuff funny, you must have a negative IQ. It's not even good slapstick.
Both of those are semi-true though. But
Oh yeah, out of all of them, this would have to be. I mean, this guy's actually a sport contributor, so they must have done the rounds at news.com.au and just gone. This guy's called Ant. Ant, what do you think about Rove McManus and Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I've got a pre-prepared statement.
And the Rove one
It's
was
kind of true.
yeah.
Well,
The Rove one was probably the nicest one as well. I'm sure the other ones I probably couldn't even put up.
Yeah.
But like if you're watching Rove or Adam Sandler, you kind of know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What to expect?
It's not going to be Dickens.
Yeah.
Um,
Like there's the whole term as well. It's an Adam Sandler movie. You already know what you're in for.
Yeah.
That was like
Like
the
almost
last
every single one of his
couple
last movies fucking suck balls.
I haven't even watched them because I just go,
I
they're
don't
going to
think
be...
he would watch them. He's just like, I made a shitty movie with my buddies. We're getting paid like $10 billion each. We don't give a shit. You guys eat this shit up. We are giving you our shit. You're eating it up. You're asking for more.
I put Happy Madison at the front of it, and you just eat that shit like it's ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, they're still pretty fucking funny.
Oh, yeah.
I would
Oh,
watch
yeah.
those. If they were on TV, I would watch them.
And
I
Julie
would quote
Bowen,
shit.
I dedicated a Facebook status this week to Julie Bowen this week. She just gets no credit whatsoever for being one of the best MILFs in Hollywood. That's just me.
She's hot as shit.
Hot as.
Is she in one of the movies?
She's in Happy Gilmore.
That's right.
No
Yeah.
way.
Damn
I have to watch
straight.
that again.
2.5 Men and the Footy Show. Actually, I agree with this on multiple parts.
I gotta hear this one.
Look, 2.5 Men is obviously an abomination. When one of the stars of your show repeatedly slags it off and it hyperlinks to where the kid from the show is just absolutely banging out the show, you know you've got a stinker on your hands. But I also want to crawl into a hole whenever I catch any of the Aussie footy shows attempting a comedy segment. Sam Newman trawling the streets looking for people to humiliate with his vox pops. Matty Johns gooning around in a joke shop wig and a false moustache. Leave the comedy to the experts and go back to chasing a ball around guys. That's fair enough. I think we've all got visions of Steve Blocker Roach in more ladies' dresses than we would care to admit. Australian viewers will know what we're on about, but yeah. Basically,
the footy show needs to stop.
for our American
This is not
listeners, it's
funny.
basically a show revolving around Australian rugby league and dabbling in some cross-dressing from time to time. Because that apparently is what the
They
people...
talk about football, have comedy stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I remember I used to watch it all the time when I was back really into footy, and the first time Reg Reagan was on, the very first time you saw him, the crowd, because like the crowds, it's live audience, so when they play the sketch on the big screens for them, you're hearing them actually laugh at him for the first time. Nobody found nobody thought he was funny. They all thought this new character, like, who the fuck is this? I was the only one laughing at it, and like, I'm watching it on TV, and I'm like, that was really funny. And then now it's stagnant. You're over it, but like, because everybody else loves it as well. But like, they aren't funny. They're like, it's like I get it. Like, it's supposed to be like a bunch of mates and they're just chatting about footy and, hey, let's do a bunch of sketches too. And like the AFL one is horrendous because it's like just literally inside joke after inside joke, and I'm like, this is a waste of time. Sam Newman, I ain't funny. No, I just hate.
It's like they forgot that it's an actual TV show and that there are people that might not necessarily be in on the inside jokes. And it's like, oh, right, that's right. There's a crowd of 150 people here that might not know what we spoke about in a locker room before.
Yeah, but in their prime, those shows were hilarious.
Great,
the funniest things I've ever seen have been on the footy show.
But then they were better than sketch shows.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's like
because it was live. Yeah, it was live. It was on 9:30 at night. So really, their viewer base wasn't that many. So really, they'd just do any old shit, and it was hilarious. And then it was just them trying really hard to be funny, and then I stopped watching, and I was like, this is just, it's too cringy now. I can't take it. But in their prime, funniest shit ever.
Yeah, they were great back in the day.
Yeah.
I never liked the AFL footy show though, because I just never watched it. I was never into AFL.
Oh, that was funnies every now and then. Like the Sam Newman, he was like you love to hate him sort of thing, and then you put him in the shittest situations too, which was funny. But that show was pretty funny sometimes. When he gave out someone's mobile number on, they either gave out his or he gave that James Brayshaw's mobile number. No, they gave away out Sam Newman's mobile number live on the show.
Oh, that's
funny. It was the funniest shit ever. And they gave it away like one number at a time every time he did something like stupid or annoying.
Oh, right. That's cool.
And so it was like 04, blah, 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 blah. And then when it came to like 2 digits to go, it just started ringing. And people were like, holy shit, people have actually already got it.
Yeah.
And then they gave out the other numbers, and then it was just ringing off the hook. And he's like, I've got to get a new phone number now. And it was so funny seeing his phone just constantly ringing live on air. Anyway, doesn't sound that funny, but at the time, it's funny.
My favourite sketch from the AFL footy show was hands down, we have the Archibald Prize for portrait, like painting portraits.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot more...
This is the highest of class that you've ever been.
What I normally talk about. But
it's got a great pair of tits.
Some people do that. And Sam Newman was a model for an artist who wanted to paint him for the Archibald Prize. I don't think he won, but they brought the actual painting down to where they were taping the footy show, and they put it there in front of everybody, and like the panels there, it's like they unveil it and everybody's clapping. It's like a pleasant portrait of him just kind of standing there, and one of the other hosts walks up with a pen and like just walks right up to him and immediately starts drawing like a Hitler moustache on him or something, like on the portrait, and like Sam lost his shit. And that was funny because he was actually pissed off, because it's like and like the artist, he was in the front row, so he's watching something that he like put a fuckload of time into getting desecrated in front of him, and
I fucking decked him.
Yeah, that's what Sam was trying to do, but that was hilarious. They kept it going for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then it's like, we're just joking, here's the real one back here.
Oh,
so that was like the one funny time that I thought the footy show, the AFL footy show was funny.
I thought you were going to say they were like held it out in front of the entrance and like players ran through it like they do at like these games or something.
That'd be pretty cool.
Your starting lineup, and they just come out running through it. Fail.
That'd be pretty funny.
What else was there? I actually agree with this one. The Heat I've never watched 30 Rock. That's probably one of my biggest failings.
Oh,
Wow.
Big Bang Theory. I disagree with that. I actually like
Big Bang Theory's horrible. I hate it.
yeah, it's not funny anymore.
Shut
It
up.
used to be pretty funny. Now it's just
You're both
shit.
off the podcast. Goodbye.
Yeah, but when it started up, it was just kind of like, hey,
Yeah.
new.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch it for Penny, but
Oh yeah.
that's about it.
See, the
Even
thing
I
that-
think she's kind of overrated.
the thing that I appreciate is the fact that it's got largely the same writers, and I think it speaks more about the actual writing talent that they've got rather than. Sorry, I suppose I should tell you who they've got the same writers as. Obviously, it's 2.5 Men, and I
Oh, really?
could not get further away from 2.5 Men. If you put me in the same room as 2.5 Men, I'm chewing myself through a wall to try and get away from that show.
That show is fucking horrendous. Absolutely horrendous.
But then the Big Bang Theory has got, maybe it's the geek side of me, the gamer side of me. I don't know. It's funny shit. I got the box set for my birthday. It's right here, actually. My goodness, what a segue. do. Yeah. Even came with a little.
Little Sheldon.
He's literally
Yeah,
above
I
my
can see
head.
that.
Press a button. Does he say Bazinga?
No,
Because
he
I will
doesn't.
break anybody who says Bazinga
He doesn't say
and like means it.
Bazinga. What is it? Rebel Wilson.
First on the list, Gav.
I'm gonna die soon. Rebel Wilson.
What happened to her? She had a
Exactly.
show.
Well, the quote here is, this one so-called funny person everyone seems to be enamored with, whose popularity is as confusing to me as quantum physics, is Rebel Wilson. Her drony voice, oh so awkward but not funny awkward delivery, and general aren't I just so nice and effortlessly hilarious persona sends me running out of the room. Pizza, not funny. Bogan Pride, really not funny. Super Fun Night, definitely not funny. She almost killed the otherwise gold bridesmaids for me because of her cameo alongside the equally nauseating Matt Lucas.
Strong Matt Lucas.
End of
Fucking.
quote. Nothing wrong with Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
Little Britain.
But like, what
is
happened to her?
classic.
She was like taking over the world basically.
She-
She was in
Yeah,
everything.
I
She
think
was, yeah. They renamed. I think they either renamed her show in the States or they gave it a new time slot because it was sucking so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even catch it up there. That's the thing, you know. Like I just came back from the States. Fucking just before we go back to Rebel Wilson, fucking Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men.
Number one
Look.
comedy in America.
They are on all the time, just all the time. I couldn't find a single taping, not taping, like a single showing of The Simpsons. Like I'd catch Family Guy or American Dad, but then it was like in between those two, Big Bang Theory. In between that and the movie, 2.5 Men. Fuck me, it's just
That's how we got
They're
into
horrible.
it. We were staying when we were in the States, not this recent trip, the year before, 2012, and it was quite literally, you spend the day doing whatever, you come back about 3 or 4 o'clock, turn on the TV, you're like, and now on Fox or whatever it was, it'd be like Big Bang Theory for like literally 3 episodes in a row, and then you watch one, you watch the other, and then you go, okay, I'll keep on watching, and you're in for the night. You go out for dinner, you come home, you pretty much see it again. And then next thing you know, you've binge watched 6 episodes over the course of a night, and you get hooked. If that was their
would
their
be
way
me
of shifting
committing
DVD
suicide.
sales, then mission accomplished. I've got the fucking thing on my sitting right
The,
next
the
to
only
me.
show that did that to me was Archer. Archer got me in because I just sat there and this is on. Why are there 3 episodes on or like 2 episodes on at the like after another? All right, I'll check it out. That was actually pretty funny. Oh, yeah, I'll watch the second one. That's fucking hilarious. Go online, watch a whole season. That was great. It's great. But sorry, Rebel Wilson. She's fucking disappeared now.
She's still there, but I think
I think they wanted to
Everybody's
Americanize
over
her too much.
well, I think that's part of her appeal, though. It's that whole, American network absorbing an Australian personality because she is that different from everything they've got currently on the books.
Yeah, but I watched like that first episode of the Super Fun Night or whatever. It was just pure
Is it terrible anyway?
American US sitcom.
Right.
Like I thought, she would have a bit more say and be like, "No, we're not going to do this. We'll do it we'll have this situation instead.
We'll do it the network way.
Yeah.
The next two, I'm hoping or next three for that matter, I'm hoping you will agree with me so viciously that you will just have to send news.com.au a complaint letter. Number one, Seth MacFarlane. How can anyone not find him funny?
Yeah, that's true. I actually find him funnier when he's not doing his cartoons.
Yeah.
When he hosted,
I like him as like a host or being a roasting person.
Yeah, remember that special he had, and he's just talking about this is our like 100th episode, and he's sitting there and he's just talking straight to the camera and is
like a wingback chair.
Didn't hear you come in, and like perhaps we can go outside, throw the ball around, talk about girls and hair growing in funny places. Like when he says that shit, like why can't we have a whole show with just that? I'd laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Well, the picture they showed here was Ted, so I'm assuming they didn't find themselves particularly enamored with Ted, which, I mean, I thought it was all right. It was good.
I thought it was all right. There were some parts of it where he just like, oh.
Yeah. Person number two, Jeremy Clarkson. I mean, the Ben and Chris side of things will probably disagree with them strongly.
Jeremy Clarkson.
I think
based on how much fun we've got,
people take a lot of what he says like quite personally.
Yeah.
I think he always seems to get in trouble for saying something which yes, if it was said as a purpose, not as a joke, it would be offensive. But he's paid to be entertained.
Well, he's no different to the TV version of bloody Carl Sandlands. He's a shock jock just in front of a camera. But I would argue
Kyle's way worse than
Kyle's a waste of like breathing, like air. Like he's
oxygen thief.
Fucking worthless than like and the shit the gunk on like the tip of your like
penis
piece of shit that just came straight out of your anus and you just wiped it and he's somebody kill him. Like if I don't care if I get sued for this shit, somebody put him down. Like he's not a person. If anybody goes like, oh, that's really harsh. No, he's not a person. Look his shit up.
Sorry, that was
Wait, Sandlands on this list?
Who? No, he's not.
Sandlands. Is he on the
list? Comedian? No, he's the furthest thing from a comedian. No, I mean the dilemma that I get into with my dad is that every Monday night, right, I'll go around to mum and dad's house and either prior to basketball or after basketball, we'll kick back, we'll have a bit of a chat, and we'll watch either QI, which is a great show, or it is only QI. In recent weeks, he's taken to taping the odd episode of Top Gear. Should there be like a pause in between shows where Dad's just on his iPad and Mum's just not bothered what she watches or anything, and I can watch Top Gear, and the amount of disdain that my dad has for Jeremy Clarkson is unfathomable. And I'm like, why do you hate this guy so much? Like, there's no reason behind it.
My dad cannot stand him. He hates the whole show, like, altogether, but particularly him. And, like, I absolutely love Top Gear. But my dad, like, the same, if he's on the TV, not even on Top Gear, just any old show where he's hosting it, bang, he'll just grab the remote and like just change it straight away. It's like, that could be a really good show. You'd never know. He's like, don't care.
Well,
Can't stand any of them.
The best part is he's been on QI about 3 or 4 times. So if somehow in the lottery draw of life there happens to be a QI episode that Dad's recorded that's on TV, I'm like, I get to kill 2 birds with one stone here. Zap, on she goes, and everybody's laughing. But yeah, I mean, like, I just, it's just so narrow-minded. Like, people perform a function on a show, and that's his function. Mm-hmm. You have a straight man, you have a, I suppose the not so straight man, or the lead man or whatever, and then you've got a control group in James May or whatever. Yeah,
he's cool.
People don't get it. People just don't get it. And here's the one that I kind of objected to the most, The Office. We have managed to find a person who doesn't find The Office funny.
Wait, which office? US or?
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to ask that too.
they say The Office, but the picture they've shown is Ricky and Steve and Carl. So I'm imagining they're lumping in Idiot Abroad as well.
Everything.
Yeah, right.
So Carl got roped into it.
Yeah. Here's what
Poor
they say.
Carl.
I
So
can't
they
stand
find-
The Office or anything Ricky Gervais does. I think essentially I don't find rude, smug assholes funny. Humiliating people is not funny, and it usually involves picking easy targets, so it's just cruel. His series, An Idiot Abroad, is a classic example where the whole premise of the program is to make the host as uncomfortable or embarrassed as possible.
But that's just like people who hated Summer Heights High because of the Jamaica actor.
Yeah.
They were just like, she's so rude. And you're like, it's actually a guy dressed up as a girl and it's a character.
Yeah. I mean, there is a lot to say about Carl and how, a lot of people think he is a character. I mean, there is a lot to see, a lot to point towards, like Carl being like that the majority of the time in his entire life. Like, even when you listen to some of his really, really early podcasts back from, the mid to late 2000s, like the effort involved to keep up that character based on his entire mindset would be astronomical, and it just couldn't be done. What you see is what you get with Carl Pilkington, and that translates, funnily enough, brilliantly into the character that he plays on Derek, because I mean there is very little distance between a sort of downtrodden person doing a dead-end job in a nursing home and kind of what Carl's I suppose thought process or overall opinion is of a lot of things. And his character is probably so well meshed with his own persona that you couldn't really see anyone else in that role. But
No.
that's just me. The only other one they mentioned was the Mighty Boosh, but
Bruce is brilliant.
is that good?
Bruce is so good, but like you have to be either really, really high to get it, or you don't. It's really. If you like traditional
Struggling.
comedy, it's hard to explain it because like every season it changes where they are as well, and it just gets better and it's stupid. So it's musical, it's avant-garde, it's like fucking all over the place. There's like running jokes that that constantly keep you in, but like it's cool because it's kind of like Little Britain. It's two main characters, and they play pretty much almost all the other characters that they run into. They get like split up, and then one character looking for the other one, meets some weird character, and it's just the other guy in drag or some shit.
Yeah.
It takes a while to get into, but like once you're into it, it's the fucking funniest shit ever, and you'll be singing their songs like in your head like for like days.
Captain Cabinets. Can you get it out? Of course you can.
That's right. Cheese is a kind of beef, a tasty yellow treat. I milk it from my teeth, but I try to be I can't even fucking say it. They're like so fucking funny. And I messed up that last line. Discreet was the last word, but
Right.
like
Slightly different to
you've
Excrete.
watched a lot of the UK shows. Noel Fielding, he's on a lot of the panel shows.
He's on
So-
8 out of 10 Cats. He's on, I think he was on Buzzcocks for a little while. Maybe I'm getting my shows confused.
No,
but,
I think it was the team captain.
Team Captain.
it was
There was the Would I Lie to You kind of one. I think he's made an appearance on that a couple of times with
He's a regular
Rob
on
Brydon.
Quiz of the Year.
Yes.
But
yeah.
you know his style of humour, and also in the IT crowd.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like all a mix of all of that.
Yeah.
in a show where there's a straight guy and then there's him who's like a bit of the nut job.
Yeah. I did actually like his character in the in the hit crowd. That was great. Just like kept him in that room and like, so we don't let him out. There's an evil wind coming. Oh, you've gone. Oh, okay.
I actually haven't seen that since for ages, but yeah, definitely it's worth checking out, I reckon. But he released another show called Noel Fielding's, I think it's like Champagne Comedy or luxury comedy was what it was called. That you need to be high to get. Like there is shit in that like I'll watch and be like, nah, I'm good. But like Mighty Boosh is a good starting point. So check it out. And if that person in that list didn't think it was funny, they're wrong.
His sense of fashion is just crazy as well. Like
in the Boosh, they always think he's a woman, so they talk to the other guy, and it's like, "Oh, is this your lovely wife?" and yeah, he always denies it and shit. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm not going to explain it all. It's worth watching.
The person that didn't like the Mighty Boosh is a lady by the name of Kate Medina. Is the lifestyle editor for news.com.au. Loves writing and everything from fashion to health to human triumph.
She sounds like she has no sense of humor. Did you hear that shit? Fashion to health to human triumph. Like fucking, like nothing else. There is no joy in this world anymore. So I'm gonna put on like my Gucci like sweater that matches my bag.
Just as comfortable in front of the camera as she is filing from her desk or the latest runway show. Out of work, you can find Kate at the movies, reading crime fiction, or buying another pair of shoes.
Oh my god, yeah, now she's officially she has no right to talk about comedy. Officially, zero right. We're getting the opinion of like the bitch that lives down the road.
Shoe journalism.
That's what we're getting.
Shoe journalism. And the annoying thing is, I mean, it's hard to pick out from the quote, from the picture. It's kind of cute, but anyway.
Well, looks don't matter.
No.
She could be the most beautiful woman on the planet, but she has no sense of humor. Boom. That's it. That's it. Okay. She's like, oh, Ron, marry me. It's like, no, I'm good. Like,
hey, baby, you're fine. It's like, I don't have any sense of humor. Bitch, please. I'm out of here.
She has no right. That's ridiculous. No right to talk about comedy.
Well, you can tweet her and say, hey, we covered you on our podcast last night. Just thought I'd let you know. Just skip to 1 hour, 47 minutes and hear what we have to say about you, bitch.
And she will hunt me down.
Hunt you down like the dog you are. Did any of you have any other topics? Otherwise, we will probably call it a wrap.
Just quickly, I haven't watched it, so I can't really talk about it too much, but there's a movie we should probably check out called Free to Play.
Don't say Need for Speed.
Oh, no. It's called Free to Play. It's actually on YouTube, so you can check it out there. It's kind of just like a doco about professional gamers. Yeah. In particular, they focus on Dota 2, but it's kind of just more their lifestyle aspect of it and how like the pressures of it and all that sort of stuff. Again, I haven't watched it, but apparently it's pretty good.
One of those guys tried to commit suicide, didn't he?
It's on Steam.
What?
Oh wow, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was made by Valve or something. So yeah.
Well, it's only the trailer here, but I imagine you could find it somewhere. Free movie. Yeah. Download and watch the full HD movie. It's on Steam Play.
That reminds me, you mentioned Valve. Gabe Newell did his Ask Me Anything on Reddit. It was the greatest thing. Hey, what was that, Chris?
Was it just when is Half-Life 2? Half-Life 3?
Half-Life 3. Yeah.
Half-Life 2. What? Half-Life 2's already out? What?
Every
Saints Row, baby. Saints Row.
But what he picked, like he got asked, what is his favorite game, non-Valve game, and it's fucking Mario 64.
Oh right, so this was just a thinly veiled attempt at, getting someone in your corner.
Well, because it was my number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somehow that binds you in game loving space. We
Yeah, a little, but
We can
it's-
make
it's also
lovely
interesting
Ron
to-
gay babies.
Gabies.
Gabies.
But wow. But no, the thing is, it's
Or
actually
rabies.
just cool to hear that, like, yeah, that's right. Rabies would actually be the more accurate one. No, it's cool to hear that, you know, Gabe Newell, like, you know, all about PC gaming and that kind of stuff, and his favorite game is like Mario 64, and just non-Valve. So it could have been absolutely anything else, and it's Mario 64. I just think that's actually really interesting. But
Well, it's
Thought I'd
still
throw
one of
that
the
in at the
only
end.
games that's ever scored a perfect 10, I think.
did that? Yeah, back in the day they did, didn't they?
Yeah, but so
It
did
is
Zelda.
a pretty perfect game.
So did Zelda. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Did
And
Zelda
the
get a
founder of
perfect
Naughty Dog follows me on Twitter, so I mean, take that with a pinch of salt as well. So.
Fair enough.
But he obviously thinks I've got something to say to the broader community. Yeah, right.
Just cut together all the like rape jokes. Put that that rape thingy back in from the audio one that we did. The, wake up with rape. That's 3 episodes in a row. That's been
106.5.
mentioned.
Good morning, it's Mix 106.5 here. It's Skillsy Shooter here coming at you with $10,000. We're going to give it to the first person who picks up the phone and says, wake up with rape with Ron, Ben, Chris and Skillsy. Caller number 1, who are you?
Hi, my name's David from Redcom.
Are you being raped right now?
No, but I will be doing a rape in about 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for this girl that I've been stalking, just waiting for a train to come in, and should be fun.
Okay, well, make sure you call back, and if you're caller 10, we'll give you that $10,000.
Oh, I just missed out, did I?
You did. You need to be re-raped.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to do anything here now.
God.
There's no one here to rape.
Thus, essentially ending my career in radio.
I would listen to that show. I actually would.
You just want to turn down to like Mix 106.5. I don't even think Mix exists anymore, does it? It's a
I
different
don't think
station.
so.
Isn't it Kiss?
Everybody listen to radio still?
I think it might be Kiss. Yeah, might be.
It's Kiss.
Kiss
yeah.
FM.
I only listen to Triple J, so I don't know how I know that.
Hipster.
But,
Yeah, just so you can be all hipstery. Hey, Ben.
hey, I won a Triple J t-shirt on Friday.
Boom.
Can you believe that shit? It was over 1,000 entries. They picked 2. Mine was one of it.
No, congratulations.
That's
'cause
insane.
Oh,
Did you have so
listen
much
to
luck with
Triple J.
contests?
How corporate of you. How sellout of you. I, on the other hand...
corporate. It's government owned.
Yeah. I listen to fucking FBI radio, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got FBI on my thing as
I'm
well.
more fucking hipster than you, motherfucker.
FBI is
Can you fuck
nowhere
with that
near as good as it
moustache?
used to be.
Wait, what?
You got my
What
second
shirt?
Titanfall t-shirt, if we were talking t-shirts right now.
Ooh.
I swear to God, I thought that was going to be a triple M shirt or something. I'm like, oh fuck.
Like a
Anybody who doesn't
Australian
get those references, that they're Australian radio stations
Yeah.
that are okay. They're just okay.
Do your research,
Just
everyone.
okay.
Look up Triple M. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, want to wrap it up since we've done the obligatory rape chat? Sorry.
What's
I'm
going
happy.
to be the key word for people who watched all the way
Rape
to
chat.
make a comment? Rape chat. Okay.
Rape chat. Yep.
Last week was diarrhea bananas.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and you'd be surprised to know that no one actually
No
put
one.
any comments in.
Not even me as a joke. I didn't.
Jerks.
Even I didn't make it to the end.
Yeah, and you were part of the show. I'm pretty sure
I
you were
know,
part of the
I
show as
know.
well. Just goes to show the level of dedication that I'm dealing with.
Oh, you know it.
So, yeah, that was episode 18. 2 more until we win the podcast turf war. Coming at you. Overindulgence podcast.
Overindulgence. My
You know we're
God.
coming. We're coming harder than Arnold Schwarzenegger at a...
Schwarzenegger thing?
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
that was implied,
Orgy?
wasn't it?
I don't know.
At a bodybuilding competition. There you go. Done. I'm calming. Yeah.
I'm not here.
I'm coming all the time. So, with terrible accents abound, I will sign off. Thanks to Ben, Chris, and Ron for another stellar show. We will see you next week. What?
I said you're welcome. I said thank you. I'm being polite.
Good man. The only one being polite. God. Thank me, Chris. Thank me, Ron.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool. So we'll see you next week. As always, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on episode 19. Ron's already gone. So we will as well. Bye. See ya. No audible goodbyes this week. Okay, bye.
Bye. I don't know. I say bye when you say bye, and I feel like I'm trying to get like the last word in. So this week I was like, I'm not going to say anything this time.
Say bye.
Bye.